Hello to all my Phoenix tribe. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Toké. I am an intuitive reader. On this channel, I curate divinely guided, highly vibrational readings that I love to do for you guys. And it's just my way of connecting with the community as well as like my way of showing up and sharing, okay? And I fell in love with you guys and you do the same with me. So it's a beautiful community that we're creating together. Today's reading is especially special because it is in collaboration with Gian from Black Dragon Tarot. And I love him so much. He's such a very like soft but strong, kind of like the confident that doesn't need to yell. I've been following Gian's reading for a very long time now, but it's finally time for us to actually bring our heads together and bring this very special reading to you today that we're doing. This reading is also inspired by both of the names of our channel, the Phoenix and the Dragon. And those are the two kind of like mythical creatures that want to come to you today and talk to you about how, you know, how much of you they see in themselves and how much of themselves they see in you, if that makes sense. So in essence, I'm going to be looking at how are you rising from your ashes Phoenix style, and he's looking at how you're reclaiming your power dragon style. So yeah, we think this is going to be a fun reading because I really resonate with the energy of the Phoenix. And, you know, I think if you're here too, you definitely resonate with that energy because you're drawn to this video and you don't even know why you're here. I think you're in a very, very spectacular, specific, transformative aspect of your journey, especially spiritually. You know, one of the reasons I love the Phoenix, the reason that I love the Phoenix is because it has been a beacon of strength in my spiritual journey and my spiritual challenges, where it'll feel like life is breaking me down, but also I'm not just gonna be broken down. And you know, maybe sometimes some things need to be broken down in order for new things to thrive, in order for new things to come through fruition. So that's why I love the Phoenix, because it just always reminds you of this energy of constant rebirth and, you know, redefinition, re-refining, re-identifying, you know, different aspects of yourself that you weren't even privy to. You didn't even know were there. So I'm very excited for this reading. Can you tell? Anyway, let me go ahead and introduce you guys to the piles. And also don't forget that when you're done with me here, go over to Gian's channel and watch the other part of this reading, which is reclaiming your personal power from the dragon, okay? Again, I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. I love you guys so much. Like, I am obsessed with this community that we're creating. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you guys to the channel, and I really do truly hope that you enjoy it, okay? All right, so welcome to our pile picking section. These are objects here are objects that really spoke to me and they wanted to come out today. All right, so we have here, and I also have free shuffled cards that we're going to be looking at in your reading. So as always, we have 3 groups. My group number 1 here is a soapstone crystal. However, it is carved as a king cobra, so serpent energy. So then if you're drawn to snakes or serpent, then this is going to be your pile, okay? And then for my number 2 here, I believe is a deer or a stag, something like that, all right? This is what it looks like. The color is gold, okay? So take a closer look. All right, so that's it for my group number 2. The gold deer, all right? And then for group number 3, we have my beautiful peacock feather. And this is what that looks like up close. There's already a lot of energy that I can pick up with this feather. It looks very light, but like it feels like it's sitting on something and there's nothing under it. That's so funny. I like it. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right, my friends. please go ahead and do your due diligence, okay? And sync your energy, your intuitive energy into this reading. That way you are intuitively picking a pile that is meant for you, okay? And beware that if you're drawn to multiple piles, that's okay. It just means you have multiple messages here for you as well. All right. And if you're drawn to, sometimes you can be drawn to, you can be drawn to multiple of them and you don't even know why until you get into your reading. So just follow it, just trust yourself and just instinctively pick. Don't think about it too much because this is very special. Okay. So once you're done picking your pile of piles, I will be seeing you in your reading. I'm so excited for this, okay? Hello there, my group number 1. Welcome to your reading where we're taking a look at how your phoenix is rising, okay? From the perspective of your guides who have been, walking with you in different lifetimes that you've had to rise up from your ashes again and again and again. So here they're telling you this time around how you're rising yet again. Welcome to your reading. All right. So first of all, you chose here the soapstone, right? The soapstone with the serpent. And there was a reason the serpent really wanted to come into your pile today. For it to be kind of like a significator or the object that drew you in to your reading, right? And when it comes to serpents, there's something about this serpent that makes me feel like you're in a space of shedding old stories, old ideologies, and just anything that no longer aligns with you, okay? And also, it's almost like this serpent is also like, maybe before it used to operate, snake under the grass kind of thing. It used to operate in a very elusive or, illusory way, or ways that it didn't want to show itself or show its own strategies. And it's also because you didn't trust it fully yet. It was also because you sensed the venom, okay? And it's so interesting because I feel like you sense the venom of life, There's something here about the venom. There's definitely something here about the venom that you're holding, okay, about life and the way things has been done and things that have been told to you that has made you suppress and repress yourself, that has not allowed you to live a life that empowers your soul on a soul level, like on a spiritual level. And I think that's the poison that you're now healing from. Whatever has felt like a poison, whatever has felt like a venom in your life, that has kind of, distorted your ways or distorted, your own perception of who you were to begin with. That's what we're dealing with here, okay? This is what we're dealing with. Because this snake isn't just coiled at the bottom anymore. It's like rising up. It's standing up. It is willing to stretch itself out of its comfort zone. And again, shed from its old skin. That's what snakes do, right? Okay. Okay, that was interesting. But we're going to get into your reading, right? Let me open all of these oracle cards in front of me. This right here in the center is from the Lady Isis Oracle deck, as I'm calling her into our reading today, as our presence is definitely very, very felt in this reading today. So I'm going to open this up because this is exactly what she wants you to know. This is exactly what she wants you to know. And how is your phoenix rising, we asked. And she says, wings of Isis, uniting with the angelic self. Uniting with the angelic self, which also indicates you, again, rising above the illusion, rising above all these things, all these challenges that were put in place for you to see that what doesn't kill you as indeed made you stronger, which is why you're rising from your ashes. This is a rebirth for sure. This is also an archetypal energy that the phoenix is sending to you, okay? The phoenix is saying that where your power lies is within the way that you see the world. You have this very childlike energy about you in the comics here, okay, where you're very independent, okay? Even your ideologies, everything that you think of is very independent. No matter what it is that you've been taught, it's like you're a skeptic, but also you find life comical, Life is very comical for you because you see through the different illusions, the polarities, and the dualities of the world that we're in. And that's why you wear very many different hats. That's why it's always very important for you to not stay in one place too long. You always know that you have to shed whatever it is that you've learned from one place. You're doing the work to outgrow that thing and then move up higher and higher and higher and higher. And this is a true Phoenix energy. But there's something here where you've seen the truth, the absolute truth. I don't know what that means to you, but Spirit, Source, the Creator, has given you this, again, this thing where you've showed yourself to the world in one way, but it's almost like you're also still hiding that sage within you, you know? Okay, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting the Fool in the tarot. The Fool in the tarot is basically a perspective or an ideology or just this urge. It's an urge, exactly. It's an urge to go outside of your comfort zone, to go into the unknown, to go into the uncertainty, because you want to, like, you want to experience life in a way that you haven't before. And just because you had the desire and this urge, I think you're also the type of person who sees life in a very like you love life in the sense of you learn from life. You trust life, even though you don't know what the outcome would be of your journey. You just trust it. It just keeps calling you and you just answer the call. You're very attuned to the call. There's something here about mysteries too. The mysteries of, let me see what this one says. Okay. All right. And this is a gateway of activation of light oracle. Okay. And this one here says, star beam healing codes. Important information, wounds are healed, recharging. Okay. Important information, wounds are healed, recharging. And immediately that's what I got from your snake here was I saw your serpent not being a bad serpent, but being a good one. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, as a snake, you can slither, okay? You're cunning. And I'm telling you, like, you have very sneaky ways. If you wanted to manipulate people for your own benefit, you could definitely do that because there's something about you that is very alluring to a lot of people. And you seem like the type of person that people want to listen to because you have this aura about you or this sense of regality about you that, like, yeah. And you could deceive them. That's the thing. But see, your serpent is a serpent of wisdom. If anything, it knows ways that it could manipulate people, or it knows ways that it can manipulate people, or even ways that, you know, we've been manipulated, or ways that we've bought into illusion. And I think what this serpent is now healing is bringing you the information or the wisdom to heal that venom that you've previously swallowed, or that poison, you know, that you've previously bought into, that illusion of ideas, of thoughts that you've previously bought into that no longer aligns with who you know yourself to be. This larger than life being, this star being, because that's also what you're being called from the perspective of your guides and this Phoenix spirit guide. Okay. There's something about this comic here that's very, very, very simple about you. Like, life for you happens with ease, especially when you're able to identify the illusions that were holding you back, the thoughts, the things that were holding you back. And it requires a lot of work. And that's the thing is, this pile with the snake here, like, you have had to do the work over and over and over again to, like, cut through some of these stuck patterns that have held you back, like from even different lifetimes, okay? Or if you don't believe in lifetimes, the past generation. You know, something like generational curses is definitely coming in. Generational karma, you healing that, you know? That's definitely what I'm getting here. So we're going to move on. Start being healing codes. Exactly. Okay. With healing codes, I'm also getting that the way that your phoenix is rising is that you're bringing healing of, you're bringing healing to the world. Okay. The story of Shiva is important in this pile because Shiva is kind of like the god who opened his eyes to, like, who saw the venom of the world and then swallowed it and held it within himself because, you know, it's essentially self-sacrificing. Exactly. Self-sacrificing yourself by holding that venom within yourself so it doesn't spew out into the world. But then I also think that the way that you're rising from your ashes now is you healing that venom from the inside out. Not allowing, like, there's no need to self-sacrifice anymore because you're exactly where you need to be. That's what I'm getting. You are exactly who you were called to be. And that's you being your angelic self. Wings. Allowing your wings to fly. Allowing yourself to fly. Not self-sacrificing yourself or telling yourself these things, that this venom that you've perceived in the world, and you're, you know, reliving it within yourself over and over and over again. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap into tarot. Let's see what tarot has to say here. How is your phoenix rising? Your phoenix is rising in a very, very healing frequency. Extremely healing. Like, a lot of you here, I truly feel like you're on this spiritual journey that's going to turn into a spiritual business, to where you bring information that allows us to welcome the new earth, if that makes sense, without talking too deep about that. So knowing that your wounds are healed, knowing that the past doesn't have a hold over you anymore, is how this rebirth is occurring for you. Exactly. The past no longer having a hold over you. That's how this rebirth is coming. A lot of you have really, like, there's a lot of addictions too that I think that this pile is just very poetic. Okay, this pile number one, your soul is poetic, I'll tell you that much. And your soul, again, just reminds me of the inner child that just, you know, if anything, your voice, your innocence was taken away from you from a very young age. You know, you had to grow up very fast. You did have to grow up very fast in this pile. But it was all for a cause. It was all for a reason. It was all for a reason. And I think you're in a space where, like, you're opening up to yourself parts of you that you forgot about, right? Parts of you that you forgot about because of life's challenges, because of just the day-to-day today. And that part of you is the most innocent aspect of you. The way that God sees you, the way that Spirit sees you, the way that Source sees you. And that's what you're opening up to now, and walking from that knowing into your next journey, whatever that means. You deal with it, you figure it out later. But there's this energy of here now, I am rising, okay? Like, there, that knowing is very, 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 very strong, very, very resonant, because this Nine of Cups is like you've been illuminated, the sun, the new dawn, you know? And there's only one eye here because this is the only eye that matters. The two physical eyes reminds us of our dual nature, you know? But the one eye it signifies our union with the other. Where we know, where we just know, like, it's here and now, like, you know. Hierophant, exactly. Where you just know you're going full throttle. Let me just say, I don't know what the hell that means, but like, you're going full throttle because look, yes, I did say this pile has gone through a lot of challenges, okay? It's like one after the other, after the other, after the other. And these aren't just for like months. These aren't just, they don't last for days. Like, these are things that last, like, it could be past lifetime. And you're in this lifetime, you're like, okay, wait, this thing is prevalent here. How do I fix it? How do I, You know, how do I get over this? And this is the tower that's had to crumble. It has had to crumble. It has had to fall. There was an ideology that you were rooted in, that you were, that just had you coiled. It had you stuck. It had you stuck. It had you stuck. It had you feeling like you were separate, okay? Separate from God, separate from the things that you want, separate from peace, separate from joy. And you're not. Because this thing just, like, it bothered your soul so much so to where, again, you lost your innocence. You lost that sense of innocence. And then you were riding on an aspect of survival, you know? And that survival is what's crumbling. That survival is what's crumbling. And your voice being freed up again. I feel like if I said before that your voice was taken away from you, the way that you're rising is you literally, confidently speaking your truth. Being who you are courageously. Okay? And opening up to this receptive, very, 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 very receptive energy that I think that you've been blocking yourself from because you've been defensive, because you've been expecting the worst to happen. But none of that anymore, because that's why you're rising out of these very tumultuous, challenging experiences. They were meant to serve as a lesson for you. A lesson where you come to give yourself the permission slip that you've needed to live life. Not what you've been taught, not what you've been told. It's, okay, what have I been taught? What have I been told? And how do I feel truly? How do I truly feel about these things? And do they empower me to live my highest life? Do they empower me to live in my highest timeline? Because if not, that's what needs to walk away. That's what I need to walk away from. So you're not reliving this cycle over and over and over again, thinking that you're alone, thinking that you can't make it, thinking that, you know, you can't get to the top of this mountain. There's this sense of, I swear, this Phoenix energy that's coming to you right now, this Phoenix rising energy, I just keep seeing you like taking a deep breath, closing your eyes. And once you open your eyes, you're connected to this other eye, the inner eye, to that perspective of seeing things from the peak, from the mountaintop, because the Hierophant also asks you to do that. The Hierophant is asking you to look at the traditions that you've, again, really bought into, okay? Old patriarchal energy and all that stuff that we've really bought into. And they kept us stuck, okay? Because what happened was, it was a box. They kept us in a box. And while we thought that these things might have been helpful in those times, you, who you are, is not going to be able to fit in that box. And that's why you're rising out of it. This tower moment. You definitely went through a tower moment about your happiness. What truly makes me happy? What truly makes me happy? What is it that I can do? How can I serve the world in a way that, like, I'm not depleting from myself? I'm not depleting from myself, but I'm giving back. I'm paying it forward. And I truly feel like that's the energy that you're opening up to. That's how you're rising from your ashes. Is this energy of regeneration within the 9 here, you know, because nines, you know, before 9 is a 10, and 10 is like the start of a new cycle anyway. So you're definitely coming out of a cycle of struggle, of living in survival mode, of thinking very low of yourself, or thinking very little of yourself, of not shining the best qualities of yourself, and of you isolating yourself in your own happiness. Because there's something here with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. I can almost feel her sadness in this. Because it's like, again, she's looked at life and she's created some things for herself, and she's sitting in her garden, okay, and her garden is growing. But also there's this sense of like, even though it grows, there'll be a season where all of these things will perish again, and I have to do the work again, and I have to plant the seed again, and then it has to grow again, and then I have to be patient again. You know what I'm saying? I can feel that somber energy from this Queen of Pentacles. But again, when you're looking at life in a, that's what makes it so comical for you. It's the journey. That's what makes it so comical, because on your soul level, you're this inner child that feels what the Queen of Pentacles is feeling. But the Queen of Pentacles, because her domain is the earth here, she is bound to this dual, she is bound to this dual reality, to where yes, things are going to be good and then they're not good, and then they're going to be good and then they're not good. And I think the way that your phoenix is rising is understanding to not fall into either one of these things. The way that your phoenix is rising is to be the balance as this queen is going through her journey, up and down, and welcoming it, literally welcoming it. And also, again, allowing for yourself to see things that truly did not belong to you, but you bought into with the Hierophant here, because this is your throat chakra. And if your throat chakra has been blocked, I think this is where a lot of healing is coming into place. Because also I see that a lot of you here too, again, I've seen the addiction, and then there's something here about shame, and then there's something also here about your sexuality. Like maybe you don't like the things that people like, but then maybe you've also been taught that the things that your sexual desires, there's no, healthy way for you to explore them. So then you never really fully let yourself explore. But I think you're coming into knowing that, honestly, you're wise enough now to know what you want and to safely explore all your desires. So long as you're not harming yourself or anyone around you. And so long as you know that you following your highest pleasures, your highest excitement, helps you unite with your angelic self, you're good to go. Your wounds are healed. You're recharging. All right, so let's keep going here. Let's see some finishing messages here from your guides, okay? Let's see what else your angels would like for you to know. Thank you. Yep. How's your phoenix rising? It's knowing that your obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered. Exactly. Stay centered, because again, stay centered with this Queen of Pentacles. This is how you attract your abundance, is you staying centered in gratitude to ensure your flow of abundance continues. Okay, I love that one. Thank you. I love these cards, by the way. Organize for success. Exactly. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it simply is a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next actions. Plan your next action steps. Okay. I want to get like 2 more because those are so fun. Yeah, my group number ones, I really love you, because let me tell you, what I'm really feeling is your higher self is finally shining through. Like you're making you're making good decisions now. You're no longer procrastinating. You're no longer leaving things. Like you're awarded a surge of energy, vitality to do these things that you know you've been wanting to do these things that you know that you've been called to do, that you've been desiring to do. So it just feels like whatever had you chained, okay, to whatever you were anchored in, that did not serve you anymore, is what you're rising from. And you're taking your anchor away from that and putting it somewhere else, where again, it's rooted in you speaking your truth, speaking your mind, right? Because with this Hierophant energy, I'm seeing the full moon. And when it's time for a full moon, it's like you're in your full power, full throttle, full vitality, full everything. So if there's full everything, what the hell are we waiting for? That's the energy. That's how you're rising. That's your rebirth. Okay. So when you're feeling that insurgence of inspiration, ooh, inspiration is what I'm getting here too. You're going to be feeling a lot more inspired. You're going to be feeling a lot more creative too with this. And you're going to have fun with your creativity. I feel like a lot of you in here, like I said, I was picking up this, poetic energy here. And that's just what I'm feeling, okay? I feel like you're going to be teaching people how to express and maybe connect with their higher selves to where they start walking with their higher self, like every single day. All right. Yeah, because there are days where I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what's going on with me. I don't have the strength, the energy, And then there are days where I literally wake up and I'm like, oh my God, like she's here. Like she's here and she's going to clean up house. Like she's going to, and those are the days that I'm the most productive too. And I still feel like, yeah, I can conquer anything else. Like what else? What else? Let me go deal with my closet today. Let me go deal with, cleaning all the dust in my house today. Let me go do this. Let me go do that. Let me go for a walk, So yeah, just allow for those days to happen. And there are days where I literally don't even want to do anything. And, yeah. And then I beat myself up for not doing anything. So we have here clearing debts. Your self-clear involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. Okay, clearing debts. We also have release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentment about finances just pushes your abundance away instead. See money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. So see, I think that what you're really breaking out of are these limits and blocks that you've maybe placed on yourself about your success. Okay, it's about your success and what you can do that truly makes you happy, that brings you success. I think that you're redefining all these things and you're getting a boost to go forth and build this successful life for yourself, whatever that means, and be assured that success, okay? Because that has to come from you as well, knowing that you're assured success, but then also keep doing the work every day, showing up for yourself. Look, we have raise or promotion. Congratulations. An increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Do you see that? Keep up the good work. Exactly. I love this. So, final thing that I would love to do for you is let's summon some magical spell cards here. Let's see your affirmations, okay? What spirit would like for you to know, okay? What really, really restores this confidence in you that you are rising. Oh my God, do you see? Beauty. 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 Do you see what I'm saying? Beauty. Beauty here says, I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. I have a form which is divine. Exactly. You're remembering your divinity. And that's why you're walking as your higher self now. You're no longer playing small. You're no longer seeking external validation, because literally that shit's comical to you, because you're just like, it's so crazy how I used to seek validation and now, I recognize myself as the one that needed to give myself the permission slip all along. And it's by recognizing that I have a form which is divine and I will allow what is within to shine. These blessings, okay, this rebirth is very, very personal to you. It's very personal to how you see yourself, how you feel that you're so beautiful inside and out, okay? And how you even nurture that beauty. Oh my God, I'm also getting that this rebirth, a lot of people will notice it in your life. they will notice it. They'll be like, wow, my group number ones, you're growing. Like, wow, my group number ones, you don't let all these small little things that bother you anymore. You know, you feel lighter, you feel freer, you feel fresher. There's something about that I'm getting here. Okay, that's one too many. But I wanted to see this. Hyreth, exactly. Actually, I'll put this here. We have Hyreth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. And I think homesick from the stars had to do with this Queen of Pentacles energy here that I was picking up from, where it's a somber energy. It's a longing for something. You know, I think it's just, you're just aware of the meaning of life, and it makes you happy and sad at the same time. That's the best way I can put this, okay? It makes you happy and sad at the same time. So therefore, you just focus on your inner beauty and the beauty around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what keeps you grounded in this super polarity, in this super duper chaotic, beautiful mess that we live in. It's a beautiful mess. I think the way that your Phoenix is rising is understanding that you are a perfect imperfection. Like, you are a perfect imperfection. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. Ooh, look at this. We have the 7-star sisters. Birth and creations, tapestry of life, expression. That's what I've been saying. Express yourself. Express your quirks. Like, live in your highest excitement, because that is truly how you bring abundance, my group number one. I kid you not. The last card that we have for you here, do you see? With your poetic self, we have the courageous peony. Your life is going to feel poetic, okay? This is why you're such an inspiration for a lot of people who look at you, and that's why you have this important information about the journey that you've been through, okay? And how to help others heal their wounds, okay? The venom that they have, like, perceived from life, because you've been courageous enough to really look at these things, and they didn't scare you. You just brought them to light and you healed them. And this courageous peony here says, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Okay? Let yourself be seen. All right, my group number ones, this is all that I'm seeing for you. I truly hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope that it provided to you some clarity, comfort, and confirmation. Don't forget to go over to Gian and look at how you're reclaiming your personal power. All right? I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell and subscribe if you already haven't, okay? I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hello there, group number 2. Welcome to your reading, where we're taking a look at how is your Phoenix rising, okay? And if you're drawn to a topic like this, I can already tell that you've been through very mountainous challenges, okay? Your spirit, they've tried to break it. Things have tried to break your spirit, but your spirit remains strong and fearless throughout all of its challenges. So therefore, it rises over and over and over again, unbreakable, unshakable, remaining faithful, okay? So let's look at how your Venus is rising from the perspective of your spirit guides who have walked with you through very many different lifetimes, okay? And even the Phoenix being our spirit guide for today, okay? So you were drawn here to my gold deer, and as I'm opening your pile, there was a reason this deer is actually, I got this recently, okay? And there was a reason I was drawn to it, and it's a very personal, it has a very personal meaning to me, but let me share it with you. Artemis or Diana, all right, you know, the goddess, the Greek goddess Diana, is coming through, okay? The deer is an animal that I think we all sense that, you know, pure energy within the deer. When you look into a deer's eyes or like something like that, there's this energy of just like, you see me, I see you. Even though you don't, like, you know, you see me and I see you. Okay, so your energy is really, really, really reminding me of the veil between worlds. the veil between worlds, and we're in October as I'm filming this as well. And this is feeling very, very, very spiritual for sure. This is a very spiritual energy, but it's like a deep sense of inner knowing that you are highly connected to the other. Like, you sense that the veil is looking at you, okay? You can feel the veil looking at you. You can feel something looking at you, even though you can't really see it physically. You just sense it, okay? And I don't know what this thing is. But also, as I picked up this gold deer today, I saw the white deer, like, you know, the white one. And I know that they say that when you spot a white deer, it's like a miracle, or it means something good is coming to you or something like that. So I figure that this is the energy that you're working with. This is how your phoenix is rising. It's okay. I really think it's about you understanding the amount of support that is around you, the amount of invisible helpers that you have, okay? Because everything seems to be like working for you to bring you all the things that you want. And yes, they may not give you hints, they may not tell you immediately, or you might not be able to pick up on the signs that shows you that indeed everything is working in your favor. Now you will know. Now that peace is restored, okay? That peace is restored, okay? And you take solace in knowing that everything is working in your favor. Even when your reality is trying to lie to you, even when everything that your two physical eyes is picking up on is trying to lie to you, there's this sense of like I can take a break, I can stop, I'm gonna hop on. Like, do you see? Because it's not even standing, it's sitting. It's sitting, and this is a stag. So there's this energy of strength and wisdom, okay, that you're now moving, like you're operating from. That's where all your strategy arises from too. Is this very, very subtle energy of confidence. Like, like I don't even gotta talk much. Like, just watch, because divine timing. That's the energy I'm getting here. So just, yeah, thank you. Just from there, because this is a stag spirit, okay? And it's very earthy too. So there's this energy of earth energy. There's this earthy energy, this divine feminine energy that I'm also picking up here, which I love because these are the Lady Isis Oracle deck. And 2 wanted to come out for you today as I asked her, you know, how your phoenix is rising. And okay, actually, let's start with this one first. And we have for you, the first one that came out was this, the Pyramid of Light. Stepping your vibration deeper into love. Step your vibration deeper into love, because the Pyramid of Light. And then the other card that came out was Truths Unveiled, the Revelation of Isis. The Revelation of Isis. And I think whatever I chanted earlier from this, I already forgot, by the way. Whatever I was talking about this really felt to me like the Revelation of Isis. Because again, you're looking at it, the veil, oh my God, yes, the veil has revealed itself to you in a way. Like the unknown is making itself known to you. And I'm telling you, whoever's drawn to this file is highly spiritual, and your vibration is very, very like high, because I can almost feel like this spiral sense of energy as if from its pyramid being shot out into the sky or into the cosmos or something like that. And what are pyramids for? Like, it's to channel energy, right? Like, it's to send energy, channel energy, or to receive. Like these tower points, that's why they made them. Okay, and then the archetype, the judge, of course, the judge, of course. Okay, of course. Okay. Akashic Stargate, aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. No wrong path, because guess what? The truth is revealed. No wrong path, so therefore, guess what? What is the rush? What am I rushing for? Like, I can take the time to slow down and smell the flowers. Not everything has to happen for me today. And because not everything has to happen for me today, why do I need to worry so much about the future? Why do I need to worry so much about the things that are not even here for me to worry about just yet? What is the point? Like, what is the point of wasting our energy? So I think that's the energy that you're in now. The phoenix is rising. You're way in a way of where you're like really taking your time. You're really looking at things, okay? Really, really looking at things beyond what they show you on a face value. Oh, wait. Was this the pile when I was talking about the veil? This is the pile when I was talking about the veil, because this is the veil now. Like, the veil between worlds, right? Aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path, Akashic Stargate. And that's exactly what I was feeling, is you feel like something is looking at you, something is watching you. And it's almost like you feel like because this thing is watching you, like you have no choice but to be honest, because like it reads your desires fully. And it shows you, like, you know, these are things that you could have, but you're also holding yourself back. Like, why aren't you admitting to yourself that you like the things that you're trying to hide about yourself, or the things that you're trying to suppress, or something like that? Like, there's something about really being fair, just, and honest that's how you're rising, you know? And it's being able to, like, jumping from one world into another world, jumping from one experience into another experience, and just kind of like going through life unscathed, because again, you are a phoenix that rises from its ashes. So therefore, you have this wherewithal of wanting to, you know, like enthusiastically jump into different experiences, not really caring about the pain or the past and the hold that the past has over you, because you recognize that, like, it is useless. It is absolutely useless in the worlds that you are now creating, where you're consciously creating these worlds. And you open up one, you go into it, you come out, you're like, okay, I've experienced that one. Now let's go to this one. Okay, wait, let's go back to that time that I wanted to do this, and this. Let's go back to when I was 18 and I wanted to be a model, but now I'm 28. And you know what? I've gained the confidence now, the wisdom now, you know, that I don't think I would have had when I was 18 years old. So now I can try again to be a model. I can try again to do this and this and this. And I think that's what truly matters here for you, is always knowing that you are aligned with purpose. Even when you don't think you know fully well what you're doing, you're always aligned. And that's how you're rising this time, is, again, anchored in knowing that you're aligned with purpose. And there are no crossroads on your path, because guess what? The truths have been revealed. I mean, for truth unveiled and judged to come, it's kind of feeling like, I'm sorry, like, you know, you're literally specifically choosing the experiences that you want to experience, okay? And the people that you want to come to you, because that's kind of what this card is also saying. You're opening your hand to be receiving, but also you're kind of sending back what doesn't align. And you're also cutting through illusions with the judge here, because who is a judge? Judge is someone who follows the law, who knows the law and is devoted to the law. So you follow the law like your life depends on it. And my group number 2s, I don't think I have to even talk about how devoted and faithful you are to the gift, the thing that keeps the gift that keeps on giving, which is source. And that's why with this judge, it's very important for you that, like, you see things clearly and you call things as they are. You definitely call things out. I feel like you're some of the people in this pile, you might even be a little too blunt. People might perceive you as just being extremely blunt. Like, damn, like, okay, you ain't got to say it like that. But you're like, listen, like, call it like I see it, you know? But now, like, if you've been doing that in the past in a way where, you know, yeah, you were being blunt, but also your truths or the things that you're saying comes off, you know, comes off the wrong way or rubs people the wrong way. I think now you've gained wisdom because you've stepped your vibration deeper into love. You're now like your judgment is from a place of love. It is from a place of love. It's from a place of oneness. It's from a place of like, damn, I'm going to like try to make sure I say these things to you, even though they're truth and they're blunt truths. I'm going to try to say them to you in a way where you feel that I love you so much, and that's why I'm saying this. It's not because I'm trying to call you out. It's not because, you know, I want you to feel small. No, it's because literally, like, you know, you have to see these things from a place of like, it's like you're saying these things from a place of compassion. And I think you're also being extremely compassionate to yourself in ways that honestly you have lacked in giving yourself those compassion, because you've been too critical of your own journey. You know, you've been critical of your own timing. All right, let's see with tarot here what we need to know. I hope you're enjoying this so far. You've kind of closed out, you know, any you've dotted your I's, you've crossed your T's, so therefore with these doors, a lot of doors are going to be opening for you, okay? And you're going to be able to process them faster so that you close out the cycles faster and you jump into another one and another experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to have like these heavy need to like, you know, feel like you're a spiritual project that you're always working on. No. This is more like, wow, okay, because the truths have been unveiled, now I can let go of feeling like I'm a constant project to recognizing that, listen, I am the highest vibration of love that I've ever been in my entire life, and I'm going to ride on that. I'm going to flow with that. I'm going to flow with that. And that's the judgment that you're kind of like, you know, going through life with now. Like, that's how you see life. Is because you recognize yourself as a pillar of light, as a pyramid of light. And you know, with the pyramid, there's something about perspective. It's like a triangle, right? Trine, you know, the Holy Trinity as well, but also in form, you know, with the four corners. The box there is supposed to signify the foundation, solid foundation form. You know, also the four corners of the world, the four archangels, you know. 4 is a very powerful and protective number. But yes, I feel like the energy of number 4 just wanted to be talked about in your reading. Strength, exactly. Strength, exactly. Like, you're built for this. Whatever this means to you, like whatever life means for you, you're built for it. And again, truth unveiled, you've seen I think you've really seen your strength through this you've really seen your strength here, and you've really seen yourself as someone who can go through anything in this world. Like, you're dwelling in the lion's den knowing that the lion is not going to eat you or like kill you, because the lion is looking at you like, how dare you come into my den? And you're like, yeah, I'm courageous enough to dwell with you. So then we end up becoming friends. Instead of the lion killing you, you're like, no, like, you know, I have strength just like you. There's something like that here. And there's the strength on this card here says, look to the stars and find your magic. Look to the stars and find your magic. Okay, I think I need one more card here, please. Yes. My pile number 2, there's really something about, please, like, don't rush your journey. Don't rush your time. Don't watch others too, okay? Because their journey and your journey, very, very separate. You're really the type of energy that I'm seeing here. They're showing me like it could take like someone, like say someone rose fast to fame, you know, and they're popular and this and this and that. You, my pile number 2, is you are a slow bloomer. And it's because your success is so assured. Like it's like on a foundational level. It's a very foundational level, that kind of thing, okay? Your strength, your courage, you know, your feet, your fire. It's its own thing. So when you're looking at others or being like, oh, well, why hasn't the love of my life came yet when all my friends are now married and all these things, blah, 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 blah. That really takes away from your own precious energy, and it depletes your own, it just depletes you. It just depletes you. With this Five of Wands here, there's that energy of never falling into conflict, external or even inner conflict that you don't even talk to people about. But these thoughts are playing out in your head, for sure. So there's a need for you to always know, okay? Always know that you're always aligned with purpose, even though you're not where you have envisioned yourself to be yet. Because again, that vision was given to you by God. You didn't just dream that alone by yourself. It was a vision that was given to you. So therefore, it is assured. But how you also bring this to fruition and how you navigate it is up to you. So if you are always looking at yourself from a place of strength and like resilience, okay, this is nothing. Seven of Pentacles, exactly. Patience. I knew it. Like, I really felt that energy of patience here. Queen of Cups, yep. Your emotions. Your emotions, yep. Okay, your emotions, for sure, is coming to mind here. Okay. Okay, I'm also getting the vibe that maybe some of you in here really see things as, like, black and white, you know? But then we live in a very mysterious universe with a lot of gray areas. And I think maybe sometimes it's hard for you to reconcile the gray areas because you're just like, well, if this, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think those are the kinks that you're kind of finalizing. Those kinks are what you're stretching out, if you will. Those knots, I feel like you're really, especially knots within your emotional body with the Queen of Cups here. Okay, with the Queen of Cups here, a lot of the knots that have, you know, kind of slowed down because you're not stuck at all. With this Seven of Pentacles energy, it's just that, you know, your abundance may have been slowed down, or the things that you're trying to manifest may have just been slowed down because you had to course correct emotionally. And these truths wanted to be unveiled to help you see where those kinks are so you can, again, course correct. So you can course correct. Because there's this energy of your belief system. There's something about your belief system here with the Five of Wands and this Akashic started and the Judge, okay? It's almost like you believe something, but also there's this energy of what do you believe and what do you know? My pile number twos are very, very deep because this is definitely feminine emotions or feminine energy that I think it's very complex for us sometimes to delve into. It's those deep parts of our emotional bodies that, like, you know, that kind of has us on chokehold sometimes because, yeah, we're highly emotional beings, but also we're highly divine beings as well. And I think the truth that's been unveiled to you is your humanity and your divinity, and those two, like having the strength, like seeing yourself as that, your animalistic side and your divine side, okay? There's something about the integration between those that will kind of subside all these inner conflicts that you may have been feeling, okay? Because truths are being revealed to you about your own desires as well, or about your own, again, ways that you maybe block yourself that you didn't even, that you were unconscious about, or emotions that has just, you know, that's been pushed down so much so that, like, it had a power over you. And now you're getting the strength to look at these things and be like, okay, you no longer have a power over me anymore, and I reclaim my power back. And that's how you're rising from the ashes, is subside, allowing this inner conflict to subside. Any energy of enviness or, like, you know, rushing your own divine time in, or not believing in the strength that you have, your inner, not believing in your own inner strength to be able to go through very many different journeys, very many different aspects of your inner world and your outer world. And knowing that you will come through all these challenges unscathed because you are a phoenix and you're going to rise over and over and over again. It's never ending. It's never ending. It's never ending. Yeah, my pile number 2 is, yours is very deep and kind of like watery. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Yes, I feel like in your reading, a lot of these things is like patience. What I'm getting here is patience. Like, don't worry, believe in yourself. Don't worry. Like, have the patience to even look at your emotions, or, you know, like allow yourself to heal, or allow yourself, nurture yourself back to healing. Or again, when these truths are unveiled, it doesn't immediately mean that we get back up on the horse and we're moving again. Sometimes we need to sit to integrate all like the different aspects, you know, that lacked that truth. Because that's also where you gain your strength. That's also when you see your strength. That, damn, what didn't kill me made me stronger. You know? All right, let's go. Let's move on. Okay. Visualize abundance in all forms. Okay, let me see what that says. Let's see what your angels here are saying. Okay. It says, visualize your abundance in all forms. God gave you such a great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. The other one here says, dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. Patience. And that's what I'm saying, is literally you have helpers. Everything is working in your favor is what I kept feeling in this pile. But maybe there was something in your immediate reality that kept showing you, you know, that the thing that you've been wishing, waiting for, or longing for, or being faithful about, it's not coming. And that was a lie. See, quiet retreat. Quiet retreat. As I was saying, like, sometimes you need a minute to just sit, wait, and integrate and pause. And I think that's why this little guy is just waiting. You know, it's not standing, it's not ready to go. No, it opened up to truth, and it's like it's drinking in that truth. It is integrating that truth. So quiet retreat here says, it is time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. You'll have more clarity about what to do next, okay? You feel like a bus stop to me sometimes. Like, you're a bus stop where, like, you yeah, like, you just pause and then you're like, okay, let's go. And then, you know, you go through these experiences and then you get to your next destination, and then there's a bus stop there where you're like, okay, I need to see how far I've come and then where I'm going again. That's how the truths are being unveiled and integrated into your world, so you can be this pyramid of light, this literally this beacon of light to all of us, to all that's around you. And that's how your phoenix is rising. Last thing I would love to do for you, my love, is let's get some star seeds. Oracle cards here. Oh. How is your phoenix rising? Thank you. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother. Slow down. Yep, time in nature. Yeah. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Thank you. Cracked open. Thank you. All right. Okay. Yeah, these are, yep. Literally, yep, yeah, yes. It's crazy because I feel a tower moment in your pile, but the other pile got the tower. So this one here said, Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Slow down to integrate, integrates, okay? And I feel like that's how you rise even faster. And that's what I was saying, like some people rise to fame very fast, but then for you, yours is like an innate knowing of something that then activates all of this abundance that then rushes in all at once for you. That's kind of how I feel. That's why I think you're a late bloomer, or like, you know, things maybe they don't happen for you as fast as they do for everybody, but when it finally does, you know this was yours. You know that, wow, you know, God was taking its time to create something so perfect, so beautiful just for you, so unique to you, that flows and that flourish, that grows. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature, because you got the love. You got the love. You got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency. So you're coming, literally coming out of that codependency energy. And remember how I said with the judge here, you no longer wait for external validation, because your validation is inside. It's your permission slip, and you have it. You give it to yourself. So I think that you're now learning the boundaries to create, so you don't fall into this codependent energy anymore. And the last card here says cracked open. Literally cracked open like an egg, the cosmic egg. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Surrender to the alchemy of life. What was I telling you about divine timing? Surrendering to the alchemy of life. I think that's definitely how you're rising right now, because you see that, again, there are no crossroads, there are no wrong paths. So you surrender enthusiastically, okay? Enthusiastically. Okay, let me also get these magical spell cards. Let's get some affirmation here for you. Let's get some prayers, okay, to really hone in on your confidence. Thank you. All right, let's see what this one here says. Passion. Yes, fall in love. Fall in love with life. This is how you're rising now. It's just being passionate, living your life from a place of passion. And that's that fiery energy within the lion here with strength. Yes. It's like a very proud energy. Like, yes, like falling in love with everything that you're doing. Fall in love with everything that you're doing. Being passionate about everything about life. And if a lot of you in here have been calling in a divine masculine, divine feminine, someone to match you, to match your freak, and to come into union with you, I think this beautiful message of passion is speaking to that. Passion here is bringing me to union within yourself. Union within your divine masculine, divine energy self, to where, again, you're no longer dependent on anything outside of yourself. Like, it's a resonant knowing. And passion here says, rise, passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. I'm sorry, like pyramid and passion. Rise, passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. Inflame my purpose, reach the sky. You are a pillar of light. Inflame my purpose, reach the sky. I feel like, yes, being your biggest self is going to be very important for you, okay? Is how you're rising from your ashes, is rising in full confidence, okay? In being your absolute self, all right? All right, final thing I would like to do for you, actually, is I want to read the oracle cards for you. Pyramid of Light actually says psychic protection here as well. Wait, did I talk about the number 4 and protection being in your pile? Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, cool. I knew I was feeling that for a reason. All right, because they just kept showing me the 4 archangels and like the 4 worlds. Like, yes. Anyway, step your vibration deeper into love. As a being growing in insignificant light, darker energies can become more attracted to you. There is nothing to fear and only more mastery and awareness of your power and protection of divine love to experience. Here is guidance on the skills you have within you now to deal with any undesired interference. The pyramid of light confirms that energies have been causing interference with your path, and it is now time to end that interference with love and compassion. With love and compassion. Okay, cool. I like that a lot. And see exactly, like exactly why, you know, these darker energies, they come, but they come to kind of show you your strength, your inner strength, which was always there to begin with. And that's what they will face every time they think they can come and remove you off your path. Like hell to the no. Okay, we're rising, we're rising. All right, let me see what this one else says. Truths unveiled. And I think also, imagine, I think those darker energies is also what was being unveiled to you here within the revelation of Isis. And it says, there are times when appearances of people, places, or things are truly deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you. When you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you, you may think that there is something wrong with you, but actually you're intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. It is wise to trust your inner feeling rather than being convinced by your outward experience or appearance. There is a situation in your life, especially involving relationships, where something is not as it's being made out to be. To avoid undue suffering later on, Isis guides you to the truth and the revelation of now, of you reclaiming your independence, because this is what this was about. You got the love already, okay? There are people who are trying to show you that you can't live without them, or even things that you may have been addicted to, thoughts, places, or, you know, substances that, you know, do bring this energy of codependency that you've actually outgrown. You have risen from this, okay? And you've been creating boundaries to walk away from these things, okay? So please surrender to the alchemy of your life, my group number 2s. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading, and I hope that provided to you some clarity, comfort, and confirmation, okay? Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, don't forget to check out the second part of this reading with Gian, where you're reclaiming your power from the dragon, okay? And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hello there, my beautiful group number 3. Welcome to your reading, where we're taking a look at how you're rising from your ashes like a phoenix. How your phoenix is rising, okay? All right. So you are my peacock pile. And let me tell you, this peacock feather, you know, it's something that's supposed to be very light, right? But like, I'm telling you, the energy that I can feel just from holding this is just immense. And it's very intense energy, okay? Like, it's just pure energy, it feels like to me. And it's very interesting because something cool happened in your pile when I was shuffling this card. So let me tell you a story real quickly. When I started this channel, I always knew that I wanted it to be something about the phoenix, where I'm channeling the energy of the phoenix, the mythical bird of the phoenix, right? And maybe a year into that journey, I ended up getting this Isis oracle deck that really, really, really spoke to me, because it was one of the first deities, if you will, or spiritual teacher, if you will, that kind of like really, really, really resonated with me, that I can pick up on his energy very fast. Once I started working with this Isis oracle deck, and it got to a point, I think 2 months after that, I sensed my spiritual graduation, and I wanted to talk with this deck at the time. And when I did, the card that came out for you was the card that came out for me, that then became the name of this channel that you are here today. So let me open this card for you. And it says, life restored, priestess of the phoenix. So you're definitely a fellow priestess yourself, whoever's in my pile number 3. And I just wanted to share that with you. I will open it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Listen. Listen, yours like threw me for a damn loop because this is everything that I think all of my life's journey or my spiritual journey has come down to is your pile and all these three cards. And even the peacock here, why I resonate with it, because I've always resonated with the energy of the peacock for like before I even knew what it meant spiritually, you know? And peacock energy is a very regal, very royal energy. It reminds us of the goddess Juno, you know, one of the fertility goddesses. Is it Juno or something like that? Yeah, I think it was Juno. I think it was Juno. And I've just always loved the eye here, like the colors of the peacock. And peacock always reminds us too of our masculine energy, which is the energy of intelligence as well. And to flaunt that, to allow that to shine, to allow our inner wisdom, if you will, or exactly being able to have the wherewithal to, you know, come into more of our own wisdom or move from a place of wisdom, like doing the things that are right and not just not just skating through life. doing Making the choices for your highest good and not skating through it, and always also being honest with yourself, being fair with yourself, like being very, very honest, because how is your phoenix rising? The phoenix came out for you to tell you that your life has been restored. So all the parts of yourself, I'm literally shaking and I don't even know why, okay? So if there was any anxious energy, I'm sorry, that you've been feeling, please pray for that to subside, okay? Take a couple deep breaths, because this is big, this is huge. And if you're not already like grounded spiritually, this energy can shake you, or it can because it's such a high vibrational energy that, like, if you don't know what you're tapping into, or if you're not aware, you might think it's something bad. You know, you might fall into an anxious energy, and it isn't necessarily. You know, it's just the way that we're perceiving that energy, and it's because it was unknown to us. You know, it was not familiar with us or our current level of consciousness. But clearly, we have the crystal skull wisdom here. Crystal skull wisdom, this is your crown chakra, right? The top here that is connected to the universe, the top that is connected to source, the top that is the most highest vibration, okay, if you will, because it's your top three chakras that are the highest frequency, right? And I think this is how your phoenix is rising, is having like insurmountable clarity, okay, divine healing, and high vibrational energy. My group number 3, this is what's been activated for you as your phoenix is rising. And we also have the archetype that is supporting you through you in this journey of your rebirth, because when we talk about the phoenix, it's always about rebirth, right? And Anima Mundi, pile number 3, you're making me very, very, very speechless. Very extremely speechless. And a lot of my pile number 3s always does that to me. I don't know if it's because you guys are the last ones, but you always do that to me. Where I just feel this like I feel like there's a phoenix behind me. There's a unicorn to my right. There's an angel to my left. There's like all these mythical, mystical creatures that I feel extremely connected to and aware of, yet I cannot see them physically. But I sense the essence of these things. The essence of these things. And I think that's what you're opening up to with Anima Mundi. When I first saw Anima Mundi for you, I saw all is one. All is one. That was the first thing I heard. All is one. And when you're operating from the energy of all is one, why would you ever not want to be yourself? Because you recognize yourself to be a mirror to others. So you being more of your unique self and expressing yourself, your thoughts, your ideas, your mindset, and shining that like the peacock would shine itself, you know, like the peacock would show off its own wings, is what allows your own tribe to find you and sense you and build this community. Because as a priestess, that's what you're kind of tasked to do. A priestess is someone who, you know, communes with the divine. It's an oracle, you know, that communes with the divine because she senses her own reverence for the divine, right? So then she devotes herself. And it's also because time and time and again, miracles has happened. Miracles has happened for your life to be restored. There are very many times where you never thought you'd get out of something, and there's a miracle that comes out to show you like, oh my God, what you thought that, you know, was going to have you in chokehold actually doesn't, like, you know, it doesn't phase you. It doesn't phase you anymore. And that's the crystal clear wisdom that you're getting, okay? Like, you're moving in with conviction and clarity now. That's how your phoenix is rising. It's conviction and clarity. No more questions, all right? No more questions. All questions has been answered. That's what I'm getting for you. All questions has been answered. All the mysterious questions that you had, okay? About how this life was a mystery. A lot of you too are rising in vibration, okay? Like, you might quite literally feel like you're buzzing sometimes, okay? And it's because I think that you're integrating your astral body, or your light body, if you will. You're integrating your humanness and your divine self, okay? Because the thing is, you are never going to be fully asleep in this world. You being such a very high vibrational energy that you've always been, you are never going to be asleep for too long. You are always going to wake up. And that's how you're rising, is this awakening in consciousness, awakening in your awareness of divine clarity and divine healing and high vibrational healing, to where you know yourself as the priestess of Phoenix, because that's what you are. A lot of you that are drawn to this path too, I think you're connected to spiritual work, spiritual art, something where you help people find peace, okay? Because this is about peace. This is about not letting the up and downs of this world to like get to you at all. Because let me show you Animal Monday. There's too much going on to where too much can distract you, right? But what is the constant thing that you keep seeing here is I, different eyes. And just one eye, by the way. That's the constant. Saying that, yes, there's so much distractions that can be going on. And yes, the planets may not be, you know, favorable for me today. But listen, I am still in my inner world of my inner world. I'm still that, you know, image of a meditating Buddha. That nothing shakes me, okay? At all. Because I'm so connected to all these moving parts. This freaking chaotic aspects. But in stillness, I'm still, like, I know this, okay? Like, there's this energy of stillness that you're becoming more aware of. That yes, the things can be moving you, the planets can be moving, and all these things, but also there's this energy of everything kind of revolves around you, but also it doesn't. So it's just this balance in understanding that, right? That's what I'm getting for you. Okay. Let's go. Let's tap into your tarot here. I'm so interested. How is your Phoenix rising? How are you rising from your ashes? Ace of Wands. Fire. Fire. Illumination. Energy. Energy. Just energy. Seven of Cups. Okay. Energy. Illumination of your illusions and ways that you thought that you lacked things. Okay. Thank you. All right, cool. Let's talk about this. The Emperor. I really like this. I really like this. Remember how I said Yeah, this is fire energy all day. This is very masculine energy. And I freaking love it because it's the kind of fire that's, you know, that transforms, okay? It's the type of fire that swallows everything, that transforms it, and then births something again. Because that's why the Ace of Wands is here. You are now the basic quality of what fire means. What does fire mean? And fire is also passion. It's also like following. It's also active energy. It's also illumination. It's also wherewithal. It's also like, it's just very active. It's very high vibrational, you know? Very high vibrational. But also, it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword, fire is. The way that you're rising from your ashes is literally, it's very simple, but it's very simple, but also very confident. The way that you're rising from your ashes is you've reconnected to a vision. There's this sense of vision. There's this sense of, like, again, with the eye there, I keep saying that there's a vision that you've been given, okay? This vision of peace, of how peaceful things can be, of how in flow things can be, you know, of how balanced things can be, but also like embracing the mystery, embracing the unknown, embracing all these things that really, really like baffles the ego mind, because it senses itself as divorced from the divine aspect of us, right? And because, you know, yeah, it just needs to be retrained. It needs to be rewired. So that's the vision that I think you're riding on now. It's like with the Ace of Wands here, you're the magician again. You're the magician wielding your wand and wielding your magic with wisdom. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're wielding your magic with wisdom. You're no longer like sitting on your talents anymore because you're waiting for yourself to get better at something, or like, no, all these stories that we'll try to tell ourselves that essentially keeps us stuck in rumination, just ruminating on these ideas, but never fully following through, right? And I think it was also because you had this space of window shopping, okay? Try this, try that, try different things, okay? Because, you know, again, you know what's available to you. You've seen what's available to you. You've seen how good life can be, right? So for you, I think in essence, your soul was asking like, okay, what do I really want? What do I really like? Like, how can I achieve the things that I want without having to compromise in these, like, you know, without having to compromise too much or something like that, right? Right? And there was this energy of lack that was very prevalent. Like, oh, if I don't have this, then I don't think I'm successful. Like, if I don't have if I don't graduate from college as a nurse or a doctor and then get a house, get a degree, and then get a kid, and then get married, like all these ways that have been told for us is the norm of how to build success may not be what it meant to you. And that's what you're breaking up from, is that your definition of what success means is now what's being restored. Okay? Your definition of what success means isn't what it means to, like, your definition of what success means is very different from what the norm is. That's what I'm getting here. And I think for you, that was a blockage. You were like, okay, well, how would they perceive me as being successful if I don't have all these things that they claim to be the proof of success? But in my inner world, I know that I'm happy when I have, like, when I'm living a very minimalistic life, like something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, yeah, like that's what I'm trying to say. There was something like that where it's like being content. Yes, contentment. Contentment is how you're rising up. It's like being content with what you think makes you successful, not what others think makes you successful. Because again, the norm of what the world has called success isn't what it means to your soul. It's very different to your soul here. And that's why your soul is stubborn. That's why you recognize yourself as the emperor here. Like, no, 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 no. This is my domain. Okay, this is my domain. This is who I am. This is my personality. This is what I've created myself to be. All right. And yes, I have healed from those things, those illusions that I've previously bought into. Like, okay, if I don't have a regular 9-to-5 job, then I'll never be successful. I'll never be able to create abundance for myself. So I feel like the way that your phoenix is rising is God is giving you this authority, inner authority for you to know that, listen, your life is restored. You have your own inner authority now to build it in the way that you want. You have the power, the wherewithal, the clarity, and you trust in the divine timing. You trust in the wisdom that you have accumulated, okay, from the times that you were window shopping, from the times that you've bought into, a lot of these old ideas of what it means to be successful in the world, and what it means to be truly successful on a spiritual level. So all these things that you thought that you lacked, you understand now that they never even fit into the equation to begin with. And that's why they had to fall away. Right? That's why they had to fall away. So that the emperor remains. The emperor who is in charge, okay? And the emperor is about war. The emperor will go to war for the things that he believes in, okay? He will go to war and he will be resilient. He has that horsepower to go to war on the things that he believes in. And the emperor is also very highly educated as well. There's this energy of using education or information to free yourself, to free your mind, and to align with this spiritual confidence that gives you this inner authority that, yes, I am the creator of my own reality. But I'm not just doing that by myself, because anima mundi, all is one. And now this quote is coming to my mind. The eye in which I see God and God sees me are one and the same. So know thyself. The eye in which I see God and God sees me are one and the same. Know thyself. And that's how you're rising. my group number 3 is okay, yes, that was a lot, but I think I landed somewhere real and stable, and I hope you're enjoying it. So I'm going to try to move on, and I'm going to read this for you from the book. But yes, Priestess of Phoenix is so crazy. It's very, very healing. It's a place, it's an inner authority from the inside where, again, you're always nurturing your connection to source, to anima mundi, because you recognize, you just know to revere the creator. You revere the creator, and you wait, and you're obedient. You're not rushing. And it's kind of you surrender to the creator in a way where you're listen, apparently I don't even know what's good for me, because guess what? I've been trying to manifest these things, but honestly, they just don't resonate with me. All these things that the world has told me that I want, they don't resonate with me anymore. So therefore, you know what? I surrender my, the limits that I've put on myself, right? The limits that I've put on myself as to how high can I go? How high can I fly? So I surrender these things. And because you know me better than I know myself, Spirit, please take me to where you want me to go. And I promise I'll follow. And I will try not to worry. And I will try not to doubt that I'm on the right path. That's all it takes sometimes. But yes, Spirit and you right now, there's a marriage, okay? There is a union going on with you and Spirit and Source, the creator. And honestly, I feel I'm really telling you this as a friend. Make a move. Because I think Spirit is making the move. Spirit has been making a move, right? When I say make a move, I mean like really like create a space to sit and to talk to God, like to talk to your creator. Because I promise you and I swear the creator is like all ears about you right now. Like they're all ears. They want you to have this inner authority where you know that you can go to them and talk to them and ask for, like, you know, it's almost like you're also reporting back to spirit, like, okay, so this is what happened in my day to day, like, what did you think about that, spirit? Or like something like that. There's this union that I see with you and source where you're besties, like you're best friends, because like your best friends has really helped you to remove yourself from deep dark trenches of lack and, you know, living from a place of survival mode or never thinking that you're deserving of all these beautiful things, right? But yeah, that's me and my bestie, by the way. I love spirit, I swear. But yeah, let me go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's move on here to your angels. Let's see what your angels have to say to you, okay? I really enjoyed this reading. Thank you. Life restored, period. Like, do I even need to go further? Because life restored. That's all you gotta know. Priestess of Phoenix. I love it so much. All right, cool. Good. Can I have one? A couple more. I want two more, please. Yeah, I really feel like you're transcending like the 3D energy and moving into like 5D, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this, because Five of Pentacles is very like 3D. It's very like living from your base chakra. Excuse me. It's very like 3D where you're moving from your base chakra instead of like really following through with your highest excitements, knowing that, okay, I'm following my intuition before it makes sense. You know, I don't have to have all the answers right now. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep seeing. Like, I'm giving myself, your inner authority is from a place of you giving yourself the permission to follow through and follow this priestess energy of your intuition, okay? Because that's the part that really is married to source. That's the part that was never divorced from source energy, from the creator energy. So therefore, that divine feminine energy of the priestess and the divine masculine energy of the emperor here, where it's like, because the emperor is very rooted in this world, in this 3D, he takes in that authority to again create life in ways that he wants it to be, because his intuition is giving him the vision of what he needs to know. So therefore he follows through with action follows through with action and conviction. Okay, so release jealousy. Release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire you rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. If they can have it, so can you. And that's why this Five of Pentacles, this is that energy of lack that I was talking about. So this one also says clean energy food. When you fuel your body with healthy organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships, okay? Ace of Wands. Your Ace of Wands is also like a new beginning, by the way. Definitely a new beginning, where you know that you're creating, like you're creating from the vision that God has given you, and you're going to manifest it, basically. So God help you. All right, so let's see what this one also says. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have a high energy level, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercises. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. Like, do you see how like it can be so simple, but it's like we try to complicate things. All right, block out distractions. Exactly. Don't try to complicate shit. Block out distractions says your life's purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it is time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Responsibly block them out. I also want some from these Starseed Oracle cards. Oof. One too many. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to take... Oh, yep. Actually, these are your cards. These are definitely your cards. They're definitely your cards. Because they are speaking to us. Okay. And this one here says, can you believe it? It says Earth School. Life restored. Life, right? Life. The reason I know this is yours too is because it says life here. And yes, literally the crown. Yes. Oh my God, I love it. This is also what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that, again, we experience the world through the base of our chakra, the red Muladhara, the root chakra, right? And depending on what that root is already anchored in, you can have some sort of like, not necessarily easy life, but like easy to go through the challenges. Or go through your challenges from a place of survival mode where things are heavier for you, they're denser, you know, that kind of thing. And I truly feel like you're making a transition from your survivor mode aspect to literally channeling, okay? Channeling from your crown, where again, you know that you're divinely guided. So how could you be led astray? How could you be led astray? Because Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Studying, exactly, studying things. Some of you in here too might also, again, you're looking for information, okay, that increases your confidence and your inner authority. I said that earlier. You're looking for information, okay, that helps your spiritual elevation, if you will. That's what I'm getting here with higher learning. And we also have here, your life is a canvas. Your life is a canvas. You're an artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Creative accountability, because that's the emperor all day. Like, he doesn't give a crap. Like, he's like, listen, I have the inner authority, the wherewithal to literally take on creative accountability over my life. I'm not going to let that go to waste. You know, and again, he's very stubborn about the things that he wants, the way that he wants things. And, you know, if anything, the biggest lesson for him as the emperor was to always move from a place of, again, intuition, and not just focus on your external world, but also move from your intuition, because that's how you build real inner authority. It's because you've gained insights from your intuition about where you're headed. Okay. Another thing I want to do is let's get you some magical spell cards, some affirmation here, okay? I'll take it. I don't care. I will take it. Okay, Aphrodite is coming in your pile. So we have the Lady Isis and Aphrodite. And it says love. 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 And do you see how regal this goddess is? Exactly. There's something regal and royal about your energy, where spirit wants you to know that you're not someone small at all. Like, on your inner level, on a spiritual level, like, I think a lot of people, okay, I want to say that even your guides look up to you. All right, whatever that means, because that's what I'm getting now. It's almost like this Earth School. Like, you're this very old soul, old spirit, like very high vibrational spirit who came here, and it almost feels to me like your guides, or, you know, people in the spiritual realm are funneling or learning about Earth here through you. Because again, this priestess energy, you converse back, you report back. There's something here about that. You report back to the spiritual realms about your life lessons, and it's because they're also watching you too. Okay, because there's something about you having this no fear to jump into these experiences. Absolutely no fear, because you sense yourself as the phoenix. Like, okay, no matter how challenging it is, I'm going to rise up again and again and again. And that's what boosts your soul growth. Okay, that's what your soul loves to do, is growing. Your soul loves to grow. And I think your guides love watching you grow because it teaches them to grow as well. But anyway, with Aphrodite here, love says, Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring true love here to me. Do you see this? You're a like, I call to thee to bring true love here to me. It's not like I'm chasing the true love. No, I've already called to source. I've already prayed, right? So therefore, I will wait and watch patiently because I know that you will bring true love here to me. Again, it's a very inner authority energy. I'm the number one. Yes, I like it. Like, I'm the number one. Like, this is a very magician of the tarot energy, where it's like, I already know the tools. I've already done everything. I've done my rituals. I've said my prayers. I have fasted. I have, like, done everything I need to do. So therefore, true, like, you're gonna bring true love here to me. Okay. All right. Final thing before I let you go here. Let's read Life Restored Priestess of Phoenix here. Life Restored Priestess of Phoenix here says, spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into your life. Just as the phoenix rises from fire, the transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. Okay? Healed and renewed. And this is all that I'm seeing for you, my group number 1, my group number 3s. Please don't forget to look at Gian's reading for the other part of this collaboration. All right. And if you haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn your notification bell on. I look forward to seeing you next video. Bye-bye.